Good morning everybody, and welcome back to Organized Joy. Today's episode is called First Day at Work Tips. By the time you see this, because I think it's going live tomorrow actually, it's the day before the first of the month. So if you are starting a new job tomorrow, this is the perfect little list to get from me so that you can work out what to do on your first day. First day is super important and we get quite nervous. So I've got about 10 things that you can do to make sure that you're organized, you have the right attitude, etc. So let's get into it. The first thing is your outfit. What do you wear on the day? Now it's good to plan this in advance. If it hasn't come up in your interview process, what I would do is just drop your boss or your new boss a WhatsApp or an email and ask what the dress code is. I would also consider wearing probably black pants, a nice shirt and a jacket, and go a little bit more conservative on the first day, or a little more simple, should I rather say. I'm not about being conservative, but you don't want to be flashing around some cleavage and stuff at the wrong time. So rather go in with something quite standard, and once you get there you can see what everybody's wearing, and then that's a good way to gauge it. But drop your boss a message as well, because she'll be able to say, or he will be able to say it's smart casual, or it's no jeans, or whatever it may be. It's important that you know that for your first day. Number 2 is to pack yourself a lunch. You don't know what the lunch situation is there. You don't know where the closest place is to go and get lunch. You don't know if you'll even be able to get out for lunch. You don't know what to expect. So pack yourself something that you can eat. Something that's easy to eat in case you miss the time that all the cutlery gets used and you get downstairs into the kitchen and there's no forks left. Make sure you can eat it without a fork. And also make sure you make something that's not going to bloat you or make you uncomfortable. So don't pack like the things that you absolutely love that hurt your tummy. Pack something you know that's going to work for you. Number 3 is to have a notebook and a pen. It's always nice to have a brand new notebook when you start a job. You don't know what stationery you're going to get. So have your own notebook. Go to www.justmoleskin.co.za for some nice options for you, and have it ready so that when you get there and you whisked off into a meeting, you can take a notebook with you straight away and you're not waiting for someone to give you stationery. Number 4 is to get a full night's sleep. Don't go razzling and dazzling the night before, and don't get to bed too late because you're watching a movie. Tape the movie or mark it down when you can see it again. But you want to get a full night's sleep so that you're fresh in the morning. Number 5 is make sure you arrive earlier than start time. You don't want to be late. So anticipate something bad happening. So there could be an accident, there could just be really bad traffic because a robot's out. So make sure that you have anticipated all of that and leave half an hour earlier. A good thing to do is if you're starting say on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, let's say tomorrow, the Wednesday before you leave, put into ways the address and you'll see how long it's going to take you, and then plan to leave at least 15 to 20 minutes earlier just to anticipate any of that. And then number 6 is don't leave exactly on the dot as the time is up for your work. So if you end at 5, don't leave at 5 o'clock. Stay around for about 20 minutes. Shows your boss that you're interested and that you're not a clock watcher. Number 7 is now you're already at the job. How are introductions going to go? Let me say that again. How are the introductions going to go? So make sure you always smile. Make sure you say hi and ask them what they do there. What's your role here? And once they've told you their name, repeat it. It's one way to try and remember names. It is your first day, and you're probably going to wish at the end that everybody was wearing name tags. But try and remember a few and get into the habit of repeating names, because that way it will stick. Number 8 is the coffee station. Make sure you work that out. So when you get, either someone will take you and show you, make sure you watch and see what they do, or someone will direct you where it is. Once you get down there, find someone who can show you how it works and pay attention so that you master that. You don't want to keep asking everybody every single time you need coffee, how does this work? Can you help me? Then number 9 is a few don'ts. Now, don't go oversharing on your first day. You don't want to be telling everybody who will listen that you love XYZ. You don't want to have a million phone calls during the day, so try and put your phone on silent. You don't want to be yakking to your friends and your new boss thinks, well, sure, I've hired someone who's just going to spend the day on the telephone. Don't spend your day online shopping either, or surfing the net for all your next purchases. Just focus on the work for that first day, and probably second and third day too. And then lastly, number 10, before you leave on day 1, make sure you have set some time in your boss's diary to work out your expectations. So get a meeting so that you can just run through everything, know exactly what's expected of you and what your deliverables are. That'll show a lot of interest. And then lastly, once you're into day 2, 3, 4, 5, try and find out where your closest Woolies is for when you need to pop out and get something emergency for dinner, but you know that you find a close one, and where your closest pharmacy is. If you need something, it's good to know that it's close by and you can quickly get there. Find out if they deliver and put your details into their system so that they can deliver for you. Now, those are my tips for you for your first day at work. I hope they help. I have obviously created a list for you at organisedjoy.co.za in the download section, so go and check it out. And if you haven't hit subscribe yet, please hit subscribe below. And if you thought this video was cool, give me a big thumbs up. I hope you have a good first day at work. And if it's not your first day at work and you're just wanting some tips to get yourself back on track, hopefully some of those will help. Thanks so much for joining me at Organized Joy, organizing your life from A to Z.